Just these like 8-foot tall hairless birds just squatting on you. Just like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Imagine that shit running at you. Like, chocobos are fast.
Welcome, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Free Company Chat. Today we're going to be talking about chocobos. You're definitely going to want to tune in for this one. I'm joined by my friends, our self-proclaimed #1 FC member, Ryan.
Hello.
And Chris.
Hey, everybody.
Also, we're on Spotify as the Free Company Chat. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you guys enjoy the episode.
Why don't we just start talking about the 14 experience of chocobos? Because that it's in itself is kind of rich too, I think. At least if you take into context stuff between the Realm Reborn and before.
I remember when my first chocobo wasn't mandatory.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you could just go all the way through the expansions without a single chocobo. You just had no mount whatsoever.
Can you imagine that there are people in Shadowbringers who did that, right? Because you can't have access to mounts until you get the chocobo quest done.
Nope.
No.
Yeah. Until they made it mandatory.
Yeah, they made it mandatory. You can't even do it without it now.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny, because, it also makes me think back to, in Heaven's Ward, where they give you the black chocobo from Harshafont.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And, back then, there was a difference between normal mounts and flying mounts. Not every mount could fly.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you had to have a specific mount that could fly. And so that's why the black chocobo was given to you, so that one could fly for you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And then eventually you got that subquest that allowed your regular chocobo to fly.
Yeah.
Taught him, taught your chocobo the ancient ancestry of flight or whatever.
Yeah. I think they removed that quest, didn't they?
No,
I
think they did, because I don't remember having to do it.
Because you had to do it in Tailfeather, I think. That area of Heaven's Ward.
Where all the chocobos come from.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't realize that all the chocobos actually just come straight from Dravania Woods, and that Ishgard sells them to the other state capitals.
Jesus.
Capitalism, am I right?
Dark times in the chocobo universe.
To be fair, chocobos have always been kind of like the horses of Final Fantasy.
That's true.
They're like the workhorses of FF.
Yeah.
Listen, if I ran into a horse that could drop a meteor on me,
I
would be scared.
It's actually funny we're bringing up ever since the beginning of Final Fantasy, because the first game didn't have chocobos whatsoever.
It didn't?
No. And then they got added in 2, and then when I was looking at it, the concept art for chocobos in 2 are so terrifying because they have no feathers whatsoever.
Yeah, they're horrifying.
They're just naked?
Yeah, they're just big naked pink birds.
Hold on, I gotta look this up. Hold up, I gotta look this up.
It's gross. They're gross looking.
Yeah, they're terrifying. They got a little pickaxe head, and their feet are backwards.
It's literally like if you skinned a chicken.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. They're also 7 feet tall and shit. They're massive.
Fuck, it's not popping up. I gotta type in concept art.
Look in our little chat.
Yeah, the chat. I put it in the chat for you.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god.
Dude, they're horrifying looking.
Does it have cow yellow prints on it too? Do you see that?
Yeah, the little splotches. Yeah.
It kind of looks like a disease.
Dude, they're terrifying
it's a
looking.
Naked bird thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I saw that charging me, I would just shit my pants, dude.
Is that what the pixel looks like?
No.
No.
It just looks like a regular ass bird,
I'll say that was
right?
the original concept art, but yeah, they ended up going with the feathered look to it.
You know, I'm kind of glad that we don't have to.
You're telling me this didn't stick?
Listen, I love what's that fucking pterodactyls have that kind of head, don't they?
Yeah, they do actually. It does have a little pterodactyl head.
For those of you that are on Spotify, hi, first of all.
Yeah.
Just give Final Fantasy II concept art of Chocobos a good old search on your favorite search engine, and that thing that you think is like fan art or whatever of like some disgusting bird. No, that's official art right there.
Oh yeah, and it is terrifying looking.
Fucking
Our,
nightmare Dr. Seuss looking ass.
hopefully our editor put up the picture of while we've been talking on the YouTube channel though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you're
that'd be
on
really nice.
YouTube, if you're on YouTube, you're probably seeing it right now, and my God,
Yeah, it's
please
terrifying.
please take that away.
Yeah, and then like we had those chocobos, and then it wasn't until Final Fantasy IV, that we actually got black chocobos to where they could fly.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it like a big plot point?
It's used, yeah. I wouldn't say it's like a major plot point, but it's used to get from like point A to point B.
Because I remember in Ishgard, at least, it was kind of a big deal. It was like, yeah, we got these flying chocobos. You probably never heard of them. But since because it was Harshaphon that gave it to us, right?
Yeah, Harshaphon grew
Like,
that little baby.
he raised that little chocobo for us.
For us.
And he's like, here, I personally raised this chocobo for you.
I wish we could put barding on that chocobo.
I wish that, like, it would be like another extension of our like it's our other chocobo that we could have. So then you could have like two different type chocobos. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, in 14 you can bring the chocobos in combat, and like you can kind of skill tree them up to be a healer or a tank or a DPS. It's
Yeah.
very mild, but like
You
it's
could
still
do all
kind of
that.
important. Yeah.
Yeah, or even if you don't want to allow full customization with barding and stuff for it, you could just at least give it like a Harshaphon armor or like
Right.
a little emblem and like a
The little sigil
satchel.
on like the thing.
Yeah. That way we can just like like little memorial on him with the chocobo he gave us. I also like the little blurb that's on the black chocobo, and it's just like, oh yeah, its fucking legs are muscular as crap, dude, because all it does is do squats.
I wonder if fucking convinced him to do that.
No, even like it doesn't even mention that like Harshaphon taught it. No, the black chocobo is just like the one that he
It
gives
just
us.
likes
Just likes to
doing
do
squats.
yeah, he just does squats,
He
dude.
was just born a jock.
You gotta get that workout in. Gotta get beefed
God.
up.
Gotta get them gains.
There's no stopping it.
That's horrifying. It's horrifying. Especially after we just got done talking about what chocobos could have been.
Just these like 8-foot tall hairless birds just squatting on you. Just like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Imagine that shit running at you. Like, chocobos
Yeah.
are fast.
Like,
Yeah.
man, it's just there's no comparison, man. It's terrifying. It's nightmare fuel. Like, all you do is when you see that, you're just like, dude, I don't know.
It's time to die. I'm gonna take myself out before that thing comes for me. God, dude.
No wonder, like, if that was how they all looked, just like, there's no way that no wonder Doma had no clue what they are, nor do they want to know what they are.
Right, like, what the fuck?
I think it's always funny to see a Doman, like, because they don't have chocobos over in Doma, so it's like, whenever they see one, they're just like, what is this horse bird? Like, what is this thing?
What is that?
What is that? I do feel like, at least in terms of 14, like, I feel like the Amaro is a pretty good, like, foil to the Chocobo. Because it's technically the first version of a Chocobo, isn't it?
Is it?
Do we
don't-
see Chocobos in the first?
No.
No.
No. They only
Yeah,
have
so
the
it'd be-
the Amaro breed.
That's what I'm saying. The Amaros are basically the first version of a Chocobo.
Oh. I thought
Oh,
you
the
meant, like,
first, like
the first.
the proto chocobo.
First.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the same wavelength as Chris, where I thought
Like
you meant
the
like the concept art. I was like, they look
No.
nothing alike.
No.
It's more closer to that pink bird thing.
The source and the first. There.
Yes.
Yeah, it took me way too long to catch that.
Yeah. I was like, they're green. I'm pretty sure they're green.
They're green, got 4 wings, dude. What are you doing?
Man, speaking of like,
That's not a chocobo.
man, chocobos, like, no, I feel like the mini game chocobo racing has been also a staple of just like the chocobo's identity through the
wouldn't know?
games.
Yeah, because I think when was the first time you chocobo race in the the series? Is it 7?
I want to say 7 is the one where it came out first.
Because it's a lot of fun in 7, and I'm glad they brought it back in 14 because it's so much fun to play.
Yeah.
It's just like a little Mario Kart game.
I do hate 10's version of chocobo racing though, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's miserable.
That is insufferable.
But 14
I was
is
about
a
to
lot of
say.
fun.
I thought you were about to say like, no, I hate how chocobos look in 10. I'm like, I fucking love how they look.
Chocobos
in 10.
look great in 10. I think that's like,
Fucking,
I honestly think that's the last version where they look realistic and cute.
they look dope as fuck. They're like, yeah, I just woke up. What of it? Kind of.
I feel
The plumage, just beautiful as shit.
yeah. I feel like in terms of like the evolution of chocobos, like at least in terms of modern games, I feel like they're not as cute. I feel like they definitely going more for function over form in the modern games.
I like 15's chocobo.
Yeah, 15
I think,
chocobo's
I
cute.
think, I think
13's
cute.
chocobo is like kind of weird looking.
I don't know what that looks
Yeah,
like.
but they're not really even used in the game that much, so.
Yeah,
That's
they only
true.
have like motorcycles and shit.
Yeah.
I haven't played 13 since 2013.
Yeah, I haven't played it since the 360 days.
I'm
All
sure-
that eons ago.
I'm sure if I played it now, I'd probably enjoy it more than as a kid, but whatever. That's besides the point.
There wasn't even chocobo racing. What's the point? Dude, what Yoshi
Alright.
P needs to do is add a trust system for chocobo racing.
What does that mean?
Because you know how
Oh, like
you have
you,
a
like-
trust system for dungeons where you can take
Right.
like Alphino, Alice, or like Y'shtola on a dungeon and like run through.
What you're
And
saying?
then-
Like we run into them while they're racing and stuff?
You do chocobo races, and then
Yeah.
it's just with the NPCs instead of other players.
Dude, if I could smoke Thancred, I would. In a heartbeat.
You just need to take. I would say that's how you can humble some kids, dude. Take Alphino and Alice to the chocobo races, and they're all sitting there
yeah?
having fun from Gold Saucer, and then you just smoke them in a chocobo race, and you're just like, "Get shit on, you little shit! Fuck you!"
Clearly, the Warrior of Light spends way too much time working on this chocobo race.
Jesus.
And that's why you're in last place, Oriange. First place. Let's go.
Oh,
You gotta humble some people, dude. They think they're talking shit, and then you just put them in a chocobo race. You gotta smoke them.
All right.
it's really how you humble the Scions right there.
Oh, you think you're having a good race right now? Boom, caltrops. Hope your chocobo enjoys that, you little shit.
Damn, dude. Okay. I didn't know you
know
felt so
business for
strongly
chocobo
about
racing.
chocobo racing.
Dude, if you're not first, you're last. That's the problem with the racing.
All right.
There's no point in racing if you're not trying to get that gold trophy, dude.
Fuck. Alright. Question.
What?
An
Favorite
answer.
okay. Favorite rendition of a chocobo throughout the games. What is your favorite look?
Oh man, this is gonna involve more editing for our editor.
Favorite renditions.
I don't know. I'm a fan of like Alpha's like style, like the very cutesy like sprite looking chocobo.
Mm-hmm.
But also at the same time, I do like the like correctly proportioned chocobos as well for different reasons.
It's hard for me to narrow it down, but I have to say either 10 or 15s. Or tactics, actually. All three of those I like.
I do feel like 10 is a good mix of like form and function working
It's
together.
a fucking Giga Chad. That's all I gotta say.
You want a Giga Chad? The real answer is fat chocobos.
Fat
Regardless
chocobo,
of
yeah.
the fat chocobos, that's where it's at.
When did that start becoming like a thing?
That was in 4. It
Was
might
that
be
in
sooner
4?
than that, but I know
It was like
it
a
was in 4.
it was a 7, right?
it was actually also in the Chocobo Forest. You can find it for.
Okay.
Yeah, fat Chocobos, that's where the Chads are at. It always cracked me up because, like, if you play 15, then you get to have Prompto just call him a Chunkobo.
Chocobo.
He's a Chunkobo, buddy. It's so funny to me, dude.
Damn.
And of course, I always like tactics like Evilise's Chocobos because it introduced the red ones.
Yeah. Oh, you could also recruit them into your party for that one too.
Yeah, you could recruit any monsters. It was really fun. The red Chocobos getting to summon a meteor, which that's kind of crazy to think about that they can just summon meteors as Chocobos.
Yeah, they can kind of just do that.
It makes you question like how they're able to do that. Like how is Choco Meteor a thing? Do you think red Chocobos are just like aliens disguising themselves on Earth?
The answer always is
tone it back here a sec.
Right?
No. Like, think about that, right? It requires like the strongest of black mages to understand like etheric knowledge and like to condense space itself to like summon a meteor as a limit break. But then Chocobo's able to do that? Nah, that don't make no sense, dude.
Do Chocobos have access to Choco Meteor in Final Fantasy VII? Oh no, it was before Tactics.
Yeah, 7 was before Tactics.
God, imagine like if that was the case. Imagine the mental gymnastics like 7 fans would have to make in like the 90s to like to validate that.
Well, I mean, like I said, like if you go down the line of it being an alien, then it makes sense. It connects with Genova.
So you're telling me Genova just birthed out a bunch of Chocobos?
It's like, yeah, I want something that does meteors.
Is Genova just a Chocobo?
These birds will do.
Dude, I'm just saying, we might all be connected to Chocobos.
All right, I'm fine with that.
And I'm not saying that we are.
You know, okay, all right. I know this is really far out, right? And we're going to probably talk about this in a future podcast. But dragons are aliens, right?
Yeah.
In 14,
Final Fantasy
yeah,
14.
At least in 14, yeah.
Dragons are aliens. So it's not far-fetched to believe that Chocobos are also aliens. Because they exist, right?
Yeah. Come from another world to summon meteors.
Let us know in the comments what you think.
Chocobos are definitely aliens.
Sure.
I'm not saying all Chocobos are, but the red ones, that can summon meteors,
right?
that's suspicious, bro.
I just think the red Chocobos just had a food pill from Naruto.
And that's why they're able to summon meteors?
Yeah.
See, it makes sense when a black mage does it, because, like, they got intelligence and shit.
You're telling me Chocobos aren't smart?
I'm telling you, Chocobos can't open doors or cook food.
Yeah, that's just because they don't have
math?
thumbs.
They don't have science and shit.
But can Chocobos do math? That's the important thing.
Maybe.
Are they smart enough for math? Who knows?
Let's ask Google. Can Chocobos do math? No. Well, there isn't. Nobody's ever asked that question, I guess.
I don't think that's a question that would come up normally, honestly.
Congratulations, you set a new record.
We're the first people ever to ask this question.
Can Chocobos do math?
That makes me think. I watched a documentary on Google once, and they have apparently in their lobby they have like a projector that has like scrolling searches from Google. I'm just imagining that popping up in that fucking lobby.
Just can Chocobos do math?
Do math. Somebody's just walking by and like, what the fuck? Oh, dude. Oh, man. So, I gotta say, though, technically, I don't know how much sentience Chocobos have, right? Like, clearly they're sentient to a point, depending on what game you're playing.
Yeah, it varies.
Yeah, it does vary.
But in 14, if you are a legacy player, which, you know, that's defined by someone who played the Trash Fest, which was 14 before Realm Reborn, you get a whistle, which allows you to summon your legacy Chocobo. And under that description, it talks about how he's been like, the Chocobo's been waiting for however many years to find you and has found its way back to you and stuff like that. Like, that's gotta be sentience, right?
I mean,
To a degree, I mean, there are dogs that like wait for their owners for years after they die.
like regular
But they
animals
did
can do it
find
too.
us,
Yeah, I mean,
In some
dogs can
cases they
find you
do.
through scent.
Yeah.
I guess. But I don't know if birds have strong sense, to be honest.
I mean, how realistic are we going here? Because we are talking about a fantasy game.
I don't know, man.
We're talking about a bird that's also like
so then-
6 feet tall.
Yeah.
With that case,
I
then
mean, to be fair,
why
ostriches-
can't they be sentient?
Okay, if we want to do a real life parallel to this, we can compare them to ostriches, I guess. Because I guess that's the closest analog we have. Unless there's a bigger bird out there, I don't know.
Are ostriches smart?
Not particularly.
I don't know if they're smart, but I know they're aggressive.
I also know
No,
that
those are emus.
I also know that that they don't stick their head in the ground when they're nervous or scared. That's apparently a myth.
Yeah, that's a cartoon myth.
Yeah. So I know literally nothing about ostriches.
They're big.
Yeah, they're pretty big. They like to
I know-
spit at you, I think.
Yeah, they're
Or is that llamas?
Llamas spit at you.
Yeah, llamas
I
are the
guess
ones-
ostriches also could. I don't know, man. I haven't ran into an ostrich.
Yeah, neither have I. But I
mean-
heard that like if you get kicked by an ostrich, like that can just like kill you. Like it's
Yeah. They
they're
got
absurdly
fucking
strong.
yeah. Yeah. But I guess that would be the closest analog we would have. I guess emus too.
God, emus. Anyway, so yeah, Chocobos I think are pretty smart, depending on what game. At least our 14 Chocobo's pretty smart.
Yeah, it's able to cast magic. It can fly. And
It can heal
if
me.
we're gonna keep the ostrich comparison, it could probably kill a person with a kick.
Probably.
100. Well, it doesn't even need to kick. It just fucking summon a meteor and you're done.
No. That's only specifically the Red Evilese alien.
That's only if you dye your chocobo red.
But also, your Chocobos can learn magic, Choco magic, right?
Technically, yes.
yeah.
Choco Cure and
Choco region.
Choco Regen.
They can also peck.
Yeah,
That's
I
their
mean-
auto attack.
thank you. But I don't know, like, I think Chocobos are cool. Though I am sick of listening to that riding music after however long, dude.
Yeah, when the chocobos are your only mount.
And you just
Through
da,
50s.
da, 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 da.
You're
Mm-hmm.
just tired of just hearing that song 24/7.
Even though it's my ringtone, so
So you have to hear it even
why?
more.
it's well, no, I have the Final Fantasy 15 cell phone ringtone. So the little fuck, I don't know what's it called, the chiptune like Chocobo theme remix.
Okay.
It's quite nice. I think it's cute.
Yeah, I haven't heard that in a hot minute. I'll
I
have
mean,
to
yeah,
look
you
it
did,
up.
it's been almost a year now since you played 15, right?
Yeah, it's been about a year.
Has
now.
it been a year?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That was like the beginning of this year when Ryan was playing.
Oh yeah, because we were like, let's play Comrades. And then we only play it every like 3 months, and we played it like 4
And
times
we do
now.
one mission. And
Yeah.
It's the mission we did last time.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see if we ever get like a Chocobo Primal to fight.
I mean,
The closest
technically-
the closest thing we ever got to that was the Boja
the
fate.
Boja, yeah, Fate.
The Hunt for Red Choctober.
Mid-October, yeah.
Dude, the meteors fell. That is insane.
I
I
was
feel
just
like that ship has sailed now, though, since they all come from the Dravania hinterlands, right?
That's true.
Unless there's another place like Chocobo Island that we'll run into next expansion, like the expansion after this one.
Who
I'm
knows?
down for
Maybe
Chocobo.
your alien theory will come true, and there'll be fucking chocobos on the moon.
Yes. I actually
Yes.
am all down. I'm all about that actually.
Moon Chocobos. actually just read.
You go because like since we already know that the rabbits are on the moon in this game in 14 from the trailers and stuff that they from the live letters, dude. Just they take us to meet their king, and it's just a big like it's the parade chocobo, you know, the fat chocobo with the little Pope hat on.
Yeah.
God, I'm just imagining
We
if
get
like
King Moogle Mog too.
God, King Chocomog.
King Chocobos.
Oh, speaking of, okay. Sorry if you're starting another topic, but Chocobo Nights from Final Fantasy Tactics, I think Advanced 2, where they ride the Chocobo. It's like, oh.
10 had that too, but they weren't like a carrot, or they weren't like a class.
Chocobo Nights.
Chocobo Knights are cool. They're cool in concept, yeah. But I was gonna say that if like, like a Final Fantasy 14 like content like a news channel like ever like listen to our podcast, I'm just imagining the thumbnails be like, new Endwalker theory for the Chocobo. Like, are they aliens? Are they on the moon?
I know. If it comes out they're aliens, you know, we called it first.
The rumor come out is Chocobo is alien.
How do you think
the
Ishgard
year
got
2021 Chocobo Night?
Technically speaking, yeah, Ishgard is just a city built by aliens. Well, no, it's not.
Yeah, by Chocobo aliens, dude. They came down, gave them the technology, and guided them to create the monolith capitals in their fucking churches, dude.
Well, see, that wouldn't make sense. So how did they get enslaved by the Grenadians?
The Chocobos?
Yeah,
Are they enslaved by Gridanians?
they have like a monopoly on them.
I don't know enough about Chocobo economics to be able to dispute this right now.
Chocobo Society.
All I know is you get into Heaven's Word and suddenly there's no more Chocobo like taxis around.
That's because they're all using black Chocobos at that point. Unless you're trying to like imply that the alien Chocobos have a bourgeoisie, and so like all the
alien Chocobos are the 1%. Are they the
fat
fucking...
Chocobos are the 1% getting bigger on the hard work of the smaller Chocobos that are enslaved across Eorzea.
Are you telling me?
I feel like we're spiraling to an edge right now.
Are you telling me that the Chocobos are the monitors? They're actual bigwigs of the monitors?
Yeah, and they're making a lot of money off of all the work of the small Chocobos.
I'm just imagining Teleji Adeleji just like bowing in front of a fat Chocobo. Like, your will be done.
Just the big fat Chocobo is just like sitting there like in a suit, like a mobster, just like pay me your protected fee, Teleji.
It's like fucking what's his face from Into the Spider-Verse? The main villain.
Oh, Kingpin.
Kingpin, yeah. Oh my god. Wow, we went down a hole.
It's not always about the money, Teleji. It's about the Mets. It's always about the Mets.
About
I love the Mets, baby.
About the message. About sending a message. God. What were we talking about again?
You either have to pay the fee, or the Chocobo boys are gonna come and rough you up.
Chocobo twins done it again. That's an inside joke. Oh, I'm sure it's not an inside joke.
No,
actually,
it's not. It's
no,
not.
it's a very popular joke. It's a very popular video, actually.
With all of this coming to light, that means Chocobo races have to be fixed, right?
100%.
I mean,
there's no way you would win Chocobo. No, it's
That's the only way I beat. Going back, just like that's the only way you can beat Alphinaud Alice. You just gotta tip off Godbert, who then tips off the mob boss Chocobo. Just that's the only way you can win.
God, dude.
what if the fat Chocobo was the head of Garlemald? Now I'm just imagining a Final Fantasy 14 AU where everything's just replaced by fat Chocobo. Can you imagine a fat Chocobo Xenos?
You don't have to.
No,
imagine
I would
it.
rather picture just like Xenos laying down on the ground, defeated, and he's just like, "My country," and he's just like, "You are weak, Xenos.
God.
Grow stronger
even.
to defeat me."
Not even that official artificial echo can help you
God.
against me.
Emmett Bow.
Emmett?
Chocobo.
He's Emmett.
Sorry. I could have gone like Choco Silk, but I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm
Choco
just on the
Silk?
wiki page for Chocobos
Oh,
for
okay.
14, right?
Yeah.
And apparently there was a plague.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a plague that reduced the Chocobo numbers, so like Ishgard stopped training and breeding them and like selling them,
Oh.
just so like the numbers could get back up. And then when the plague ended, they were like, okay, we'll help you, Grand Companies, but you guys can only have male Chocobos because we want to control the Chocobo market. So yeah, that's interesting.
Is it? Oh, that lends credence to the alien theory. Because their immune systems wouldn't have been prepared for Ishgard's conditions.
God damn, dude. It's all coming together.
It all makes sense.
You know, at first I wasn't really on board for this whole alien theory, but I'm full committed now.
Dude, it's got a lot of credence to it.
Just think about it.
Just think about it for a second.
The dots are there. You
God,
gotta
we're gonna
connect them.
start sounding like a fucking Joe Rogan podcast in a second.
Rebrand.
Rebrand. We're now the Final Fantasy 14 experience.
If they're not aliens, then how is there Boko the Chocobo in every single Final Fantasy game?
Is
Think
there?
about it. Not in every single one, but he's in quite a few.
Almost.
Wow, way to go back on your point immediately.
The hard
listen.
back down with the one question.
We're trying to
All it takes is 2 words, baby.
we're trying to establish our Joe Rogan reputation right now. He's doing it
Oh my
right.
god. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
God.
Oh, this is gonna release after Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
I hope your radio,
Happy Monday.
I hope your radio station, local radio station, is playing Christmas music.
No. Fuck you.
The Christmas music's already started, baby. I already got the lights up. It's ready.
Oh man, I went to lunch today and they were playing Christmas music at the little place I was picking up my food. I was like, oh my god. Oh no.
They should have started
Oh,
playing
no.
Starlight the Chocobo. The Christmas themed Chocobo music.
Only acceptable Christmas music is Final Fantasy Christmas music.
I can't believe this is my second Christmas on Final Fantasy 14 now. Coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another holiday, another year.
Yeah, it's been 2 years for us, and you've been playing for wherever the fuck ever. That's not true. I've played since 2015, but not as
Wow,
consistently.
way to go back on your point.
I didn't even take any words that time.
There was just questioning
Instant back
silence.
down.
Oh man. We could talk about our personal chocobos.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about
yeah, our
that.
personal chocobos.
You know, like the whole fucking reason we have mounts. Our personal chocobos.
Our
The
personal
ones we
companion,
feed
dude.
fucking lettuce to.
Yeah, so I guess it's very fitting considering the conversations we've been having, but I made mine a red Evil East Chocobo.
Yeah.
Maybe alien, maybe not. But yeah, I have a red Evil East Chocobo that I died. And
You'll never tell.
It, I always call him Constable Sandwich. Which just the only reason I do that is because his name's actually Sandwich, and then I have the Constable part because of the Lakshmi barding. The little hat looks like a little constable hat from like the UK, because it's the little curved bell hat thing. And it makes me think of like a little constable.
I have to say, I fucking love Constable Sandwich. Not gonna lie.
Constable Sandwich is great.
He's
We
my
all
favorite.
listen to Constable Sandwich. He keeps the law and order.
Yeah, he told us about all the maps, that we had to all the treasure maps, and where the portals are. Like Constable Sandwich, he's the OG.
He knows
He also-
Eorzea like the back of his feathers.
And he's got 2-star writing map.
Got a lot of style, that one.
All right, Kevin, what about your Chocobo?
My Chocobo is a yellow Chocobo.
Nice.
I have the Yojimbo hat on him.
what's
have-
your Chocobo's name?
Oh, his name is Chobobo.
Chobobo.
Yeah, Chobobo.
Bobobo.
Yeah, Chobo. Yeah, that was the joke.
Chobo.
I also came up with that name on a whim too. So
Makes it even better. I like the Yojimbo hat. Is it to protect them from the sun?
sure.
When was the last time you stabled Chobo? Next question.
If I log in, is it gonna be stable?
If I say it might be an animal rights violation.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude. That's horrible.
That's so bad.
So bad.
Sandwich is always with me, dude.
I think I have him on me because I was fate farming. And I never put it back in there.
Oh my god.
I kind of just forget that I have a Chocobo.
You don't even
Hey.
use the Chocobo saddlebag?
Well, I know you don't.
I have exactly one map in there, thank you.
Alright. Yeah, I just have a bunch of useless crap in there. I really should clean it out.
It's the extra bags within bags.
Yeah.
What about you, Chris? What's your Chocobo?
Me, I got a beautiful purple Chocobo named Pollo.
Pollo.
And Pollo. And my beautiful Pollo has the Alamegan barding because I like the little feather on the top of the little rain thing. It's got this little cute curly feather that sits on top. And I also just like the style of the Alamegan barding.
I don't think I've ever seen this barding before.
No?
Where do you get it from?
You get it from a fate. Because during the 70 around Stormblood, I was power leveling ninja, so I was doing fates whenever I saw it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you could probably buy it from the market board. No, wait, I don't think you can. But yeah, I got it and I love this barding, so
Yeah, it looks really good.
yeah, it's what he wears.
Did you dye your Chocobo at all?
Yeah, he's purple.
Ooh.
Purple.
He's a beautiful lavender.
That matches the feather from the barding really well.
Right, yeah. Though I do want to kind of get the Titania barding too, just because of those beautiful butterfly wings.
Yeah, those look really good.
But I don't really want to do any Titania runs, to be fair.
That's a mood.
You're tired of grinding it out.
I'm tired of grinding in general. Wait, what's this outfit? Sorry, I'm just looking through all the barding outfits. Do you see Orthodox barding on this list?
Orthodox barding.
What is this from? Weaver Craft.
Oh, that looks very fancy. He's got a little top hat,
I love it. Oh my god.
the big fur coat.
Looks like
Yeah.
a crafter.
Oh shoot. I might get that.
It's very regal looking.
Paladin barding? Holy shit. Fully armored Chocobo.
Yeah, all the bardings are really varied. I like how you can just make your Chocobo look whatever you want, whatever style you're
Yeah.
going for. I'm
I
glad
like
they
it.
allowed so much customization for our companions.
And the fact that, you can bring them into combat is nice too, because I don't remember the last time, like, I just rode on Pollo, because I have so many other mounts. So I like just taking him around in combat all the time whenever I do like maps or just walking around.
It's always nice. Truly, our better halves.
Yeah, I agree. Alright, everybody, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you once again for joining us for another great episode of the Free Company Chat podcast. Just wanted to let you know this podcast would not be possible without our wonderful editor, Pandasol. You can send him a coffee at ko-fi.com/Pandasol. Thank you, everybody.